decides to leave. Christian rushes to inform her that the government has declared a state of emergency, so all flights are cancelled. She tells him to find her something anyway because she's desperate to return to her daughter and advises Christian to leave the city as soon as he can. When she leaves the building, soldiers are protecting the entrance from hundreds of protesters. She gets in a company car and calls her broker to check on her stocks. The driver overhears this and quickly puts on a mask. The broker tells Laura that because of the chaos in the economy her stocks have grown and she's now rich, but he can't celebrate considering the circumstances. Getting scared, Laura asks him to sell her stocks, but it can't be done because the market is closed. Her only options are spending the money or giving it away. Then Laura goes to her apartment and begins packing, but she can't help stopping at the mirror to look at her teeth. At that moment someone rings her bell and she opens the door to find 3 soldiers, who explain she was chosen for special protection. She can stay in her apartment or be taken to a safe location, and Laura chooses the latter. However, when she goes to her room to grab her bag, she escapes through the window and goes down the fire escape to reach the parking lot with her car. Moments later Laura is leaving the city and finds signs with graffiti asking to kill all rich people to contain the virus. Eventually she finds the road blocked by too many cars and has to continue on foot. She then finds Christian, who has gotten her a spot on an old private plane. People are fighting to get aboard and a man is so frustrated that he throws a lady's dog, who ends up getting hit by another plane. Before leaving, Laura pretends that Tony is trying to take all her things in the divorce and asks Christian to take hold of her assets until the agreement is done. However, he can tell she's trying to pass her fortune to him and walks away without signing anything. Once everyone is aboard, the plane takes off with lots of shaking. Laura calls Tony to tell him she'll be in Barcelona in 6 hours and learns that he's at her mom's too. She tries to protest, but the call is cut short by bad signal. Then the passengers start discussing the situation and it immediately escalates into a big argument. However, everyone starts freaking out when they notice that the dog-throwing man has glowing teeth. The other passengers call him infected and try to attack him, so the man defends himself and starts beating people up. They accidentally fall on a lever and open the plane door, but this doesn't